Yeah, you already know who it is, man. It's your boy Legend, a.k.a. Danny Love, Daily Management, and you already know I'm rocking out with AllHipHop.com. You know, best in the business, man. Let's do it. Yeah.
What's the word, your man Slap Shot here. We're allhiphop.com and we're here shooting at One World Studios, and I got a special guest today. Let people know who you are and what you do, man.
You already know, man. It's your boy Legend, a.k.a. Danny Love, the king of indie. You already know. Management extraordinaire, executive producer. You already know, man. Grinding.
All right, man. I see you use that term all the time, king of indie.
Yeah.
All right, then. Why exactly are you the king of indie? You gotta let people know why are you the king of independent music.
That's a great question, and I don't get asked that often. More people I would think would ask me because it's such a self-proclaimed title. But in real short terms, man, why I'm the king of indie. It's not many people been around 17 years grinding and can actually prove their 17-year career. I thought that was very important to being a king. And most importantly is my evolution, starting off as a dude that handed out, just flyers in my own label, being an artist and then becoming a TV show host, becoming a manager, just the evolution of still being here. And a lot of people don't give enough credit to those legends that be in the game 30, 40 years and still have good names and have good business. So here I am 17 years with an impeccable name and a grind that's unmatched in my city. So I feel like I'm the king of indie for so many reasons, but, I'll give you a few for now. A few for now, yeah. I don't want to glue. I got a lot. My resume speaks for itself, though.
Okay, then. So you've been doing management for 17 years. Where do you find the patience for that? Because, like, most people...
management, 2 or 3 years, but 17 years in the music business. Yeah.
All right, then. So do you enjoy doing the management thing?
Yeah, management is way less headache than being a record label owner. When I started off with a lot of 360 deals early in my career, so it's management and being a record label. So a lot of times you bump heads with the artist because you have so much control. So part of my evolution was from becoming a record label owner and taking a step back a little bit and going solely into I find it to be very easier doing management because I don't have to do so much as the control of the record label, and I'm really just guiding the artist and knowing both sides. So being a record label guy, then also being on the artist side, I could kind of walk that tightrope.
You know what the artists need from the record labels and
Absolutely,
stuff like that.
I know exactly what they need.
Okay, so what exactly is like a manager does? I need that for like the beginners and stuff like that, because everybody be like, yo, I'm rapping now, my man's gonna manage me. What exactly is a manager's job?
Well, that's a great question. The first mistake a lot of independent artists do is they cut corners by going convenient. They hire managers or poor people managers that are convenient to them, and literally they don't realize that they're ruining their brand from jump, because the wrong manager can ruin an artist's chance and an artist's career. And many artists watching this don't even realize sometimes you only get one shot. And your shot might not come around for another 10 years. So you got to be ready, and that's what good managers do. So I think that's the first mistake, is hiring someone who's playing around with being a manager. Even if you are your homeboy or something, he should have went to school. He should have been managing good video games when y'all was growing up. Good with the toy.
You would know,
right? But you should appoint somebody who's really good at being a manager. And last but not least, don't get a manager until you need one. Don't go around giving that title out to people and saying, yo, this is my man, it's my home. It's sometimes it be people's girlfriends that they call their managers, and I'm like, bro, right. So you're like, you want me to do business about a contract with your girlfriend, and she has no idea, So don't have a manager who's a puppet. Have a manager who's a barrier and knows what they're doing. But that's for all the up and coming. Don't put people around you just because they convenient or family members and stuff like that. There's way other positions, and there's different type of managers, So be aware of the different types,
So all right then. So you say like the king of indie. The issue with
indie, it's the king of indie.
No, I didn't say like I didn't say like. But you say the king of indie.
Yes, sir.
All right then. So as the king of indie, you've brought a lot of these artists to these labels and stuff like that. How do you stay in the fold with that? Because I know, like, once an artist gets on, they want to switch managers, move managers. It's a dirty game like that.
Absolutely.
So yeah, how do you stay like relevant or you stay in tune with the artists and stuff like that?
See, that's one thing I want everybody that knows my career. They see me move a lot of artists into labels and in and out. But I don't control those artists. A lot of them have their own managers. So I'm usually just their broker, their marketing person, or manager that advises them. But otherwise, they usually have their own managements. So you know, to each his own, and shout to every manager who gets their artists to that point or gets them to me, because that's what the grind is all about, you know. But for me, it's really you know, it's really a blessing. You know, I never take it for granted being able to pitch artists to these major labels. So I always got to keep a fresh ear and stay above, you know, everything, and look for the next best star. Okay. That's my job, is to find the star.
How do you know somebody's a star?
Oh, their work ethic. At this point, money. A lot of people think money is your business card. Your budget is it gets you the respect, but it's your grind. Sometimes you got to give people a reason to, you know, to support you or inspire someone. You know, it's taken me 17 years to finally get on the moment, you know, to this moment where I'm here with AllHipHop.com. A lot of artists aren't humbled enough to stay down long enough to see this moment. So, you know, you got to grind, man. Your grind is what makes you the best artist out here, man. It's what you put in, how much you sacrifice, and if you're willing to put it all in. You know, if you putting the house up, the car. You know, I've seen clients sell their cars and do whatever they got to do to get on. So that's what people look for, investors look for, labels look for. How all in are you?
Okay, got you. I see you. You're working with DJ Envy.
Yes, always, man. I work with everybody in the game, man.
But it seems like y'all have something like going on and coming up.
Yeah, I mean, well, with Envy, we did something. He's always the first celeb to give me an opportunity to bless my platforms when I did more than music. But anytime I have I create these amazing opportunities for independent artists. So whenever I have something, I go where the love is at, not always so much about anything else. So Envy's one of my biggest supporters of what I do and for the culture. So shout out to DJ Envy, always showing love. But yeah, he came out to the Grindhouse and checked out some independent artists one-on-one. So we doing things, man. We working, and I bring them all out. I bring them all. Lenny, yes, I did the IG lives with and reviews. So I'm always trying to help independent artists, even through a pandemic. We trying to still be the real platform for them, man.
Okay, so all right, so you said you've been in the game about like 3 years as the manager.
Yeah, as behind the scenes.
So all right, yeah. So how has the game evolved and changed since you've been in it? You think? What's the biggest evolution of it?
Yeah, this is one of the best questions, man. Yo, the biggest is it's got lazier. It's got extremely lazy, which means easy, because I think it's super easy to get a deal right now than it's ever been. I'm from the CD era. A lot of dudes that came into the game with me are from the CD era, the hand-to-hand era, and that made you a monster having to stop. You know, for me, my specialty was stopping 5 girls, trying to sell 1 CD. You know, I missed the being able to go out there and be guerrilla. But now, man, everybody's in their phones, and nobody's talking to no fans. Nobody's engaging. Everything is it's like a hit or miss or a hope. You stumble across it. So the game is easier. The artists are way lazier now than ever before. That's why it's easy to spot a good artist. In my opinion, it's easy to. Every city guy is such a small world for artists that really make it move. So, but yeah, man, that's what I really could say it like that, man. I really think that guys out there just gotta keep pushing. But it's easy. It's lazy. So many outlets back in the day, we ain't have phones. We ain't know who the DJs were. Everything's in your phones. It's just too easy. So it's no excuse for an artist these days. That's why I don't blame the label sometimes, they lazy. They not doing what they should. So everybody watching this, independent artists, just switch that. Don't be lazy. Grind. Outwork every dude on your block that raps, don't be lazy, So
okay. So I mean, so how often a day do you get artists that like, yo, you gotta work with me, you gotta fuck with me, just the hottest single?
Oh, man,
I mean, how often does that happen?
I always tell my brother this, and for anybody watching, music has a 1% success rate. So if 100 people hit me up in my DM, one might be ready, and that's still a might, so I get a lot of hit-ups. I'll say about anywhere between 20 to 40 hit-ups a day, and they be for all kind of reasons. Somebody will hit me up and say, yo, I want to freestyle on Flex, and I'll say, oh, what's your budget? And they'll say $500, and you're like, gotta block him, because he obviously he doesn't have no idea, don't have no idea. So certain artists make it easy for you because they don't know what they're doing. They don't have a clue. Right. When you're a manager like me, and you're at a certain point, you lose a certain patience. Yeah. Because we've been there, we've done that, we helped everybody. So now we're looking for a certain level of a certain star that's looking for star management. Because Not everybody needs great management.
But how do you suggest people acquire like that type of knowledge? Because like a lot of people don't know these things going in. So you thinking like, what's your budget? $5. You thinking like I'm coming out of pocket, like this is me. Like how do people like learn the game when they first coming in, know the prices and all that?
Right.
So, yeah.
I think it's the intentions, what you get into the game for. Because when I was an artist early, you can ask my brother. Shout out to R&B Ray in the building. But when I started, I was all in. I just wanted to look the best on my CD covers. I wanted to sound the best, so I invested in the best studios. I wanted the best videos. I got the best. So when you have a self-image of yourself, that makes things a lot easier for you. But nah, man. I mean, independent artists, a lot of it's trial and error. You gotta not give up, because I remember the first time I was scammed. I thought I was getting a Joe Budden's verse for $400, $300. It happens, but I didn't quit. So it's just about not quitting, learning it, getting better every time you hit a bump. Don't give up. And I think that's the number one thing, man. A lot of artists quit before they even get to that moment. So don't give up, and that's going to make you a better businessman. It's going to make you a better artist. Even when you have a manager, your first 2 managers, you might get it wrong, but you'll bump into the third one, and y'all both will have a mutual understanding of how we're going to do business, because y'all both been seasoned. So, artists just don't give up, man.
Okay. So what separates you from other managers?
Oh, man, very easy, man. First thing is, I think most managers are nerds. Just like I, in my opinion, I think they was like failed artists and they became that. So, sometimes, and that's just my opinion, because a lot of them treat them as if it was them, and it's not about them. So it's very rare you bump into a manager who doesn't mind their artist being in the front, and that's really, really key. But
you see that a lot, like a lot of managers trying to be in front of the screen.
Yeah, they use
dancing in the videos.
Yeah, or just not having a purpose. Because even me, I'm a celebrity type of manager. So, but I have a career before I had any artist, so it makes sense. But a manager just out of the woods, and all of a sudden he's Dame Dash in every video, it doesn't make no sense. But certain managers have that criteria, have that rep, and some don't. But for me, it's about their ability to take you to places that you couldn't get yourself in. So that's really what separates me, man. I know the same people as most managers, and they like me more. They know my purpose. I'm not here to play games and take advantage of artists. My goal is to find the next star and be responsible for good music for the next 10 years. And every major label knows this. Every major label knows who I am. And I'm on deck. I got 6 records we working on this year. I'm executive producing. So I'm in rare form. I'm teaming up with some of the best artists in the East Coast, West Coast. We working, man. We working. But
you gotta bring them through, man.
Yeah, of course. That's you already know, man. AllHipHop.com. Slaps. We got you, big dog.
So let me ask you this: who are you working with like currently right now? Who are you, like? Let's give them some shine. Some people we were talking.
Well, for everybody watching, it's not easy to become a DLE client. I'm I'm like the gold standard of management. So when you hit me up, be serious, be ready. But shout to a few clients. So I'm only managing very few, a handful. Shout to one of my biggest clients right now, Twin Jude, who's tearing up everything, man. You're gonna see him very soon. I'll be bringing him up here, but he'll be all over the music scene the next few months, man. So shout to Twin Jude. We got some big records. I executive produced with him off his new album, with featuring Tory Lanez. I got PNB Rock on this album. I got 22 G's on this album. We got Cassidy on this album. So stay tuned. Big music coming from Twin Jude. I'm working on this new big single. Shout out to my dog Ocean Banks. I just signed a partnership yesterday with VVMG. We'll be doing a new big record with Fab. So look out for that joint with that I'm executive producing, featuring Fab. So I'm working, man, right now. And then shout out to all my clients that I represent, but they not really, I don't represent them to that extent. But shout out to Ocean Banks. Shout out to my man Twin Juice. Shout out to Jay Lifted. All these are DLE, singles coming, DLE clients. Shout out to Jazzo F. Just dropped her new singles out there, man. So we working, man. I got one of the best management teams. Shout out to STS in Boston. My partners in Boston, and like I said, VVMG in Connecticut. But I'm working, man. I'm all over the world.
So how do you find all of these DLE clients and stuff of that?
Oh, they find me. I don't have.
No. I mean, like how we locate the ones that you have currently, because you said all these singles are coming.
Oh yeah,
how do we find the music?
Oh yeah, just follow me on Instagram at MrDLE_. You'll see links to every artist that I'm working with, and most of this music is coming over the next month. So by the time this interview is ready, man, we'll be dropping a major single. So stay tuned, man, and just excited. I can't contain it, man. Just super excited.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, cool, man. Before we do we have anything else you gotta let the people know?
Oh nah, man. Just so independent artists, don't give up, man. You know, let's get rid of all the scammers. I need you. I need you to support and build what I'm trying to do here, because I'm the voice of the independent artist. So I want to eliminate all the people out there that just been taking advantage of us and not doing what they should do. So get at me, at Mr. DLE_. See if I'm really the king of indie. See if I could back it up. Got some of the best marketing campaigns in the game right now. I know some of the best people in the game, so that's work, man. I'm here. I'm looking for the best artists in the world. Get at me. You already know. AllHipHop.com. Your boy Legend. DLE Takeover. Yeah.
All right. Happy birthday, grandma.
Oh, yes. Happy birthday, Gramps. You already know. Yeah, that's what's good. Appreciate that.
No problem.
Yeah. We just shout to Bobby V, man. Called in on the singing for her, man.
No,
you know,
that's fire.
I had to call in a
dope.
favor. That's what's up.
Dope. No problem. Yo, Slaps, I'm here once again. One World
Shout
Studios.
to Slaps. Yo, this is my dude. Hey, yo. All hip hop. I'm glad to be here, man.
I appreciate you, Bet. And that's a wrap for today, man.